Now I give the floor to Mr. Banak, Director General for Disaster Management, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Directorate of Disaster Management, South Sudan. Please.
Thank you, Chair. Dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First, on behalf of the government of the Republic of South Sudan, allow me to pay our sincere condolences to the victims of the tornado disaster which happened to the American people in Oklahoma on Monday. Chair, allow me also to recognize and appreciate the opportunity given to us by the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Management to invite the newly born country, the Republic of South Sudan, to participate in these important events on disaster risk management. Mr. Chairman, after emerging as a new independent nation, the government of the Republic of South Sudan has placed its importance on building institutions, its regulatory and policy frameworks on the most of development areas. The people of the Republic of South Sudan and the President of the country has recognized the importance of paradigm shift of the disaster management business from reactive response to proactive risk management towards resilient nation development. The government has thus positioned its priority on disaster risk reduction by establishing a dedicated ministry, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, and confirm its increasing recognition by mainstreaming disaster risk into development planning and practice. It has been focusing on the root causes of vulnerabilities in order to mitigate the future risks of disasters and taking into consideration the climate change impacts. South Sudan is also now a member of IGAD Disaster Risk Fund, known as the IDF, to quickly respond to disasters. Mr. Chairman, the government has set up a vision to build a nation able to predict, manage, and reduce impacts of disasters. It has also shown significant progress on drafting the National Disaster Management Policy, which will be aligned with all humanitarian laws, protocols, and treaties that are rooted in the United Nations and regional charters, including the Hugo Protocol. The disaster management policy and strategies will focus on saving lives and livelihoods, restoring dignity, and sustaining hope for the vulnerable groups. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, currently, the Republic of South Sudan is critically engaged in building partnership with regional and international bodies that ensure disaster risk reduction is a national and local priority with a strong institutional basis for implementation. As a result, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, known as IGAD, has recently launched a generic hazard mapping and atlas featuring 6 major causes of disasters in the IGAD region, which includes floods, drought, malaria, sassafly, armyworm, and volcanic eruption. Key government officials in this area were trained by IGAD on geospatial technology and the application of early warning tools. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman and ladies and gentlemen, the government has been receiving significant support from partners, UN agencies, development and humanitarian organizations, and academia. However, mobilizing much needed resources to kickstart implementing the 5-year strategic plan 2013-2018 on disaster management and balancing the investment on risk reduction and response activities remains a great challenge in South Sudan. This can be overcome, Mr. Chairman, with extended and continued support from the donors, UN agencies, and humanitarian and development partners. The government encourages the UN agencies and development and humanitarian partners to come forward to strengthening the capacity of DRR institution in establishing a comprehensive disaster management system from national to local level to allow for a constant response to support the people in need in the community. Chair, dear delegate, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.